Thank you. Nice to be here. First, I want to thank Eric and Sam and Ken and Jay for hosting this. This is important. And also one of your sponsors, Patrick Morton from Axia Law. Thank you very much. All the big sponsors put up a lot of money, time, and effort to make this happen, and it's really appreciated. Thank you. I always say that if you're in the restaurant business, you've got to be a little twisted, like a little crazy. I think everybody knows that it's a really difficult business, and it's a highly creative business. It's extraordinarily satisfying. I think it ranges somewhere between passion and exhaustion about sort of how you have to work in this business. Everybody knows the time and the effort that it takes, so you have to find satisfaction in it. I think inherently, if you're in this business, you have a need or a desire, or you want to serve people. You want to be in hospitality, you want to take care of people. Inherently, you're feeding people. There's something very nurturing about it. I don't think there's ever been anything. I started this in college, and I've never looked back. And I don't think I could find more pleasure in doing anything else possible than what I do. I'm also fortunate to have an enormous group of great partners to work with, on top of the fact that I work with probably the best and maybe the best restaurateur that's ever been in this country, in Rich Melman. He's incredibly talented. If you get a chance to spend time with Rich, do so. He's an unbelievable talent. He's got incredible energy and passion. And Chicago, I think, is as good as any city, maybe one of the top now cities in the world for restaurants. We have incredible chefs and concepts and industry leaders. You take what Grant is doing, you take what the Boca Group are doing, you take what Lettuce is doing. I'm not going to eliminate anybody. There's just so much talent in this city that everybody feeds off of one another, and it's really exciting. One of the things, and Jay and I actually talked about this earlier in the week, one of the things that I love about the restaurant business is it's highly competitive, but it's highly collaborative. We don't really compete with one another. We're competing for a guest. So restaurant people tend to collaborate really well. I think I have so many friends in the business, it makes a big difference. But the one thing that stands out about people, I think, in the hospitality business is that if it's a charity or it's a tragedy, they're first to respond. If people are in need, if there's something, an event, somebody passes away, everybody's there. They donate their time, they donate their money. You look at the charity involvement in the city and the people in the restaurant business that are making a difference. I think it's what set restaurant people apart. While we all tend to compete, we all look out for one another at the same time, and I think it makes a big difference. We're proud to be here. This is our home base. We are so proud of Chicago, and we're proud of all the relationships we've built with everybody in this city and want to continue to go forward. But that being said, we know it's a difficult business, and we all need resources. Jay, I think, has said enough about all the things that'll bum you out. You know, we've got high commodity prices, we got labor. I hear this from Jay like every week. I mean, all the pressures that we're feeling. Commodity pricing, labor, immigration, healthcare, taxes, competition. There isn't something today that isn't challenging. But with that, we need to respond. And one of the greatest things that you can have are resources. And I think tonight, you have an opportunity to meet an awful lot of people and share in their resources and their ideas, or just meet one person who might be somebody you can share an idea with or a concern with in the future. And I think what the Illinois Restaurant Association is doing is really an important service to everybody in the restaurant business. And I really appreciate it. I think it's a really good idea what you're doing, because it's hard to do this. You know, obviously we're larger. We have some resources that others may not have the opportunity to have, and we'd like to share those also. But when you're building a business, it's hard sometimes to reach out and find somebody who can give you that advice. And hopefully tonight creates an avenue for an awful lot of people to be able to do that. I also want to say that, I'm going to tap a little bit of what Jay said, the collective voice of this industry needs to be heard. We are the second largest employer outside of the federal government when you put all the hospitality together, except it's made up a lot of individual and smaller businesses. These associations, I think, give us a voice that have a bearing on the way we want to run our businesses. And I appreciate all of what you're doing. And Jay does a lot of work with that in our industry. So tonight, and I'll end here, I hope you enjoy yourself. I hope you get a chance to meet a lot of people and collaborate. I think it's a great opportunity for everybody. I really want to thank everybody who's volunteering their time. I want to thank the folks at Untitled, but all the folks who are volunteering their time just to be able to listen and hopefully offer some advice. I think it's a great opportunity for everybody. So I hope you enjoy yourself, and go Hawks.